Okay, let's talk about lesson plan a little bit more. Yes. Lesson plan and attendance. I think there's a lot that happens on this sheet that sometimes you might get an error and not know why, but it would most often be because the student data, the schedule, or something with calendar and dates was entered incorrectly. Um, if you have an error with lesson plan and homework, that's usually just a typo from entering data in Master LP data. But if you're having an error like not seeing your dates, it's usually because this information is not entered correctly. Um, so that's what we need to be careful about. Columns A and B, right? I have them grouped so that you can easily hide or unhide them. But these two columns have some functions happening where Excel is searching for some information that you have asked it to. You've asked for something up here, and Excel is searching for it. And then in these cells, they're going to tell us some of the results. Based on this criteria and this information available, these are the results that we come up with. Okay. So let's just talk a little bit about the importance of having accurate data. Your student data, if your students are not assigned the right class, they're not going to show up on the attendance list. Okay. They're not going to be there. Like, I'm not in that class. If you have not updated this class list and assigned the class, it's still not going to work out. Like, you won't necessarily see the class as an option. I've got this thumbs up 1A. Look, nothing. And that's because I think on Tuesday, Thursday, I think there's a thumbs up 1A somewhere, maybe. I don't know anymore. regardless, regardless. Actually, it might be on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, right here. Here it is. That's the one that's wrong, but it's actually, I think, the same class. So, okay. Anyway, if you had not updated these classes, updated the students' classes, and then updated your schedule, as you saw before, we had the wrong thumbs up. Let me see if I can go backwards. Yeah. Um, if you don't update this, then even this sheet is not going to give you the right options. It's still going to give you this option of the wrong class. So, order of operations is important. At the beginning of the month, you do need to update your class so that the units are accurate, so the students are in the right class, and then that will pull up the right lesson plan. So, this monthly work of changing, New High Kids 1.1 to 1.2 is so crucial for the lesson plan. Okay. So, but it will also keep you on your toes using Excels. All right. Cause just because we're teachers doesn't mean that we're great at computers. So, it's quite important. So very often when you get an error like this, it's because the order of operations of updating your information was not followed. Okay. So you'll be able to see, okay, well, once we change this back to thumbs up 1A1, then you're going to be able to see, okay, I got that. However, I still need to update this one. Boom. There we go. Okay. Now, just to give you an idea of um, what's happening here. Okay, if you're not interested in the formulas, that's fine. You don't have to watch this video. However, learning about them might help you with being able to identify what kind of errors are happening. So I had already deleted my information on LP data down here. I put in some fake data for thumbs up, and now you can see that even though it has thumbs up 1A unit 2, there's a calculation error. It's like it can't find what you're looking for. Okay. So that's for that one. But if you wanted to look for New High Kids, we could enter that and see what it would show. And we have all these options here as previously mentioned. So Once you choose a level that is there, then, we get our lesson plan. Okay. However, those are not the only errors that can show up. We might get an error somewhere here, right? So, let's talk about, oh boy, let's talk about everything. Let me just show you. When you open column A and B and scroll down, there's a bunch of stuff happening here. For example, here, this particular formula is searching for this level, okay? And if it finds it, it's going to tell the computer, like, okay, well, then also foreign teacher or Korean teacher. When it combines these two things, it's going to then know which lesson plan to pull, okay? If you've chosen Michelle teacher or Irene teacher, this is going to pull up all the classes that they teach. This is going to filter them down just to one class of the same name. And the only reason that we have this is in case there's lots of break times. It will decrease the amount of empty spaces in the choices. So example, if I choose Irene teacher, and let's not even choose a class yet. Let's just have Irene teacher. For Irene teacher, 2:40 on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, according to this schedule, you don't have a class. Also down here, you don't have a class. You don't have classes here. You don't have classes here or here. So this filtering is just going to reduce all those open breaks to just one empty break. And that's what you're going to see in your filter right here. One break and then just all your classes according to the time schedule. Sometimes this break will show up in the middle of somewhere, and that's just because it will put the break in this list wherever it first happens down here. Your first break happened at 2:40, and then it's not going to count any of the other breaks because they're basically like the same number, zero. This is a 0, 0, 0, 0, and it's only going to count the zero once. And that's why every single class name must be different. If you have two classes of the same exact name, Excel's not going to know what to do with that, and you'll get an error. So classes have to have unique names. Now, over here, Excel is searching for the teachers that are teaching within those time periods. And so for no class name, it's going to search the schedule for every spot that has no class name. So give it a class name, let's say 4.2. And now it'll search for the 4.2 teachers. Here, it's saying, oh, there's no teacher. Well, let's go see. 4.2, there's no teacher in that first period. Let's put MJ, just for fun. Go back. So now we have MJ. All right, well, what if this was a Tuesday, Thursday? Well, then the third teacher would show up here. The formulas in these spots is just searching for that teacher in the first, second, or third position on the schedule. So that is why these cells are unique to a teacher. Only one teacher goes here because Excel can put them together, but it's a much longer formula to separate these teachers if they were on the same slot. So Excel is going to put those teachers together here. Here's the formula that's putting, teacher 1 with teacher 2, and then that result is going to be shown here, and it's going to match whatever formatting we have. So that is what's happening in the background here. It's just searching for the teachers for that class that you've chosen. It's going to just pull that data for you. It's important to have that because if you're just searching under yourself, you might not, reflect your co-teacher, right? So, and having this information certainly lets the teacher know who is my co-teacher. They will see just at a glance, like when they're taking attendance and, oh, but teacher, my Korean teacher said I didn't have to do that. Well, now I know who to talk to when I, have an issue with my student not getting their homework done. Okay, then up here, this formula is searching for the class, and it's searching for either on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and what time, or it's searching for Tuesday, Thursday, what time. Well, yes, but it's actually going to student data right here. All right, so it's actually searching you've called it this class. What is its time slot? Okay. So having this information accurate is also really helpful. Okay. So then it pulls this information. This formula up here is just saying, hey, check this. If it has Monday, Wednesday, Friday, show me the Wednesday, Friday. If it has Tuesday, Thursday, show me Tuesday, Thursday. So you'll see over here, once I change it, there we go. There's Tuesday, Thursday. Okay. So now, since nothing, notice there's nothing in this yellow spot, up here, it's just going to pull the identical name. Since it already starts with Tuesday, Thursday, the name starts with Tuesday, Thursday on the lesson plan. But what if it was a New High Kids class and this one happens on Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Well, then my formula up here says if there's no Tuesday, Thursday, add Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So now I have Monday, Wednesday, Friday reflected on my lesson plan. And this helps all the teachers and the parents be reminded this is a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class. And, like someone's having trouble with their lesson and their homework. Well, let me see what you're doing. And I look up here first and I can know right away what kind of schedule this lesson plan is for. Let's just go one more step further. Let's just say this was a build-up class. Oh, you're not teaching a build-up class. Maybe Michelle, are you teaching a build-up class? Okay. Build-up class has 16 days. Let's change this to build up just to make sure. Go to build up 3.1. Let's do that. And build up is 16 days, so you have to use the March through April. Okay, we have a double check over here. This kind of alert, let's go back to see if our order of operations occurred correctly. So build up 3.1, where are you? Make sure, because it's 3.3 now, that's why. Okay, we're not 3.1, we are 3.3. There we go. Bingo. All right. So if you're having an error here and you're not seeing the dates, it's most likely, like 9 times out of 10, the fact that the student data and the schedule was not updated correctly. So I'm kind of glad I didn't update everything so that we could see all these errors show up and I could show you how to fix them. Let's see. What else could I say? Oh, yes. What if it was a New High Kids, but for Tuesday, Thursday? Let's just pretend. Obviously, I'd have to make sure I choose one on a Tuesday, Thursday schedule. Let's choose this New High Kids starter, I guess. I think there's a updated name. Dunga, dunga, dunga. There we go. Okay. And then go back to our attendance list. New High Kids starter. I think I have the wrong teacher. Who's teaching that? Tuesday, Thursday. Oh, I have MJ teaching it. Okay. Sorry, MJ. I'm giving you all these funky classes. Why aren't you showing? Tuesday, Thursday. 1A, MJ. Oh, maybe you're not over here. 1.2 A and B. 1.2 A and B. That's fine. That works. Oh, I just can't read my own typing. Okay, so for the Tuesday, Thursday schedule, this is going to be a 12-day session right here. So obviously this won't be build up, but this will be New High Kids. 2. Okay, there we go. All right, so 12 lessons. And you can see that it's automatically to Tuesday and Thursdays. If you actually had chosen just 1 month, let's just say March, you're going to be short 4 days, okay? Now, let's say, okay, we got March and April. That's fine. But then the next session, they need to go to April and May, right? So let's change to April and May. Bingo. And then the teacher wants to go to May, June. Oh, error. Well, not necessarily. Actually, for the new high kids, they go 3 months for 2 units. This would have been like a 4 month section. So actually, they just need to go down to June and July. There's their dates automatically. Okay. A similar thing happens with the build up, where build up is going to use March, April, May, June, but build up's not going to use June and July. Their next lesson plan is going to be July, August. Okay, so there's going to be several times throughout the year where that happens, where it's going to look like they just go to the next group, but actually it's for the build up or it's the Tuesday, Thursday schedule. All right, and I think that's it. So you might wonder why I've got this yellow bar here. That is just for printing. If you have 12 students in a class and the name angles into this yellow section, it's not really going to show up on the page. It was just helpful for me to have that there. Okay, that is long enough for that video.